Hey there and welcome to my channel. I am going to be doing a fall look using some new products and some products that I've religiously been using. So let's get started. First, I've already washed my face. I have already moisturized. Lately I have been using the Perricone MD. This is just my sample size, so feel free to get the sample size from Sephora or get your own full size. Then next I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I am currently using the Guerlain, or however you say it. It's got these amazing gold flakes that make your face just glow from within. So I'm just going to go ahead and squirt a little bit on my hand. There we go. Rub it around and just put some of that on your face. Going to give that some time to set in. I personally don't usually like to do my foundation first, just in case there is fallout, but we are going to be using the beautiful Jaclyn Hill palette, so let's be real, there's not going to be any fallout. But for those of you who like to do your foundation first, feel free and go ahead and do your foundation first. We are going to go ahead and get this hair out of the way. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. Some people like to use concealer. Feel free to use whatever you like to prime those eyes. Just get a little bit in there. Make sure you get it down into the corners of those eyes, or else the eyeshadow and your eyeliner is not going to want to stick throughout the day. Okay, go ahead and rub that in. Alright, now go ahead and grab your favorite blending brush. I'm going to go ahead and use this Morphe R37. Get some of that off from the previous usage. And we are going to go ahead and go in with this transitioning color on the Jaclyn Hill palette. Right here, above the crease. Here we go. Blend that bad bitch out. Get some more of that in on the other side. Sorry, I like my music. In case you guys couldn't tell, this is my first YouTube video. I'm not too good at talking to myself, so there might be some awkward silences. Alright, once you have gone ahead and blended in that transition color, go ahead and wipe off that brush, and we are going to go ahead and dip into our next color. I'm going to go ahead and dip into this one here in the palette, if you can see it really well. It's a really nice brown color. And I'm going to go ahead in the middle to the outer edge with that color. I'm going to dip in again. See what I'm talking about? There's no fallout. That is just Jaclyn Hill for you. She's just amazing. Her and Morphe did such a good job on this palette. Right. Get a little bit back in. Wipe the excess off. Make sure you blend that out real nice. Okay, once it's nice and blended, alright, we are going to go in and we are going to pick up this greeny color. I'm going to go and pick up this greeny color. Go. Okay, and we are going to get that on the outer corner of the eye. I'm going for a smoky fall look. Make sure you're blending that out real nicely. You can see how it's coming together. And it's a really pretty green. It's not going to be too bold, but it's just going to give you that pop of color. Okay, and then with the excess that's on your brush, you want to kind of bring that over on the inner part of the lid on both sides. I wouldn't dip back into the pan because you're going to get too much on your brush. Just bring over the excess. So you get a little bit of that draw over. See how that works? Yeah, there you go. Alright, wiping off that brush, putting it back in, and I'm going to go in, I'll spray a little bit of Fix Plus on there, some MAC Fix Plus to get the brush wet. And we are going to dip into the sparkly green color that we have in the Jaclyn Hill palette. Go. And we are going to pack that out into the middle of the eyelid. Okay, going on the other lid now. Second brush, another blending brush. This is going to be the Morphe M441, and I'm going to be posting all the stuff below on the bottom of this video that I am using in this video. So next to the transition color that we were using before is a tad bit of a darker transition color, and I'm going to be using that in the inner corner of this eye before I go in with a highlighting color. Something about this is just not pulling together for me. I feel like maybe I need to bring in some more of that green back down. That's exactly what it was. Alright, so I dipped back into that matte green. And I put some of that back in on the lid towards the inner corner of my eye. There we go. To pull it all together. Okay, then we're going to go in with a Morphe R41. And we're going to take one of these highlighting colors onto the inner corner of the eye. Just on the inner corner. There we go. There we go. I am going to go do my eyelashes and my brows off screen, and I'll be back. Now that we are going to move on to the face, I am going to be doing the Fenty Beauty, the Ever So Awesome. And that is saying something because I normally like a dewy foundation, and this is more of a matte foundation. So for you ladies that like matte foundations, you definitely have to give this a try because this is awesome. Alright, so I'm going to get out my Morphe M439, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on the back of my, oh, no, I'm not because there's makeup back there. Gotta get that off. Okay. I'm going to put some of this on the back of my hand. Okay, and by the way, I am shade 190, just in case any of you were wondering. Okay, we are going to apply this to the face. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. It does coat on light and it dries a little bit darker. So when you put it on, if they color match you and you put it on, don't be like, oh my god, that's really, really light. It dries down to your color. Because I was like, I am not this ghostly. And then it's like, oh, okay, got it. And she came out with 40 shades, which is amazing. Because there are so many, like the foundations that I use where I have to get multiple shades, especially when it comes down to summer and I get more tan. And I have like an olivey to yellow undertone, and I still have to do multiple foundations and mix them sometimes, which until I really got into makeup, I didn't even think of doing. And this is an insane amount of coverage for only 2 pumps of her foundation. Like, come on. Like, look at that. 2 pumps. 2 pumps. Alrighty. Then we are going to go in with the NARS. I'm actually not sure what exactly this is called, but it is the NARS Concealer. And I am in the shade Medium 1 Custard. Ah, Radiant Creamy Concealer. Look on the back, Emily. And I apply this to the under eye. I had heard mixed reviews about the Fenty Trio sticks, that they were sort of like chalky. Some people said they were creamy, so I just wasn't really going to risk it right now because I didn't want to like peel off the foundation. So I'm just going to stick with my Good To Go NARS for now. And I'm going to take a beauty blender. This isn't the beauty blender. This is the one from Morphe. It is amazing. And we are just going to beat the face. Get this all blended in. And I like to use this side for everything except for the under part of the eyes. And then I switch to the flat side to really get in there under the eye. Flip sides. Really get up close to that waterline. Obviously don't go in your waterline. Blend that out. You're going to go in and we are going to set that. And I am using the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in Translucent Light. I'm not going to bake. I'm just going to set it. I don't really bake, to be honest. I kind of just go in and set it, and then I wipe it off within like less than a minute, so it's not really considered baking. In my eyes. Okay. Now, because this is such a matte foundation, I'm going to go in with a matte bronzer. I'm not really going to go in with a creamy bronzer because I don't want it to break up on the foundation. And for the bronzer, I'm going to go in with the Morphe R2. This is like an amazing brush for matte bronzer. And to be honest, even like a creamy bronzer, like, okay. This is like my favorite bronzer, to be honest. It's a little pricey, but it is the Soleil Tinte Chanel. Whatever, however you say it. It's by Chanel. And I've used this on this. Shoot me. If that's not how you do it, I don't know, it works. Okay. So this is the Estee Edit, the barest bronzer in 1 light medium. Yeah, that's super light medium. Okay. So before we go in, I am going to wipe off the bake. I will bake if I'm going to contour, which I will probably be doing in another video. I'm just not going to contour for this video. Okay, I'm just going to bronze. I'm going to bronze up this baby. I like to really get in there with my bronzer so it doesn't look like it's just sitting on there on top of the foundation, because we don't want that. You really want it to blend. You don't want to have that little, like, not like a line, but kind of like a line where it's like foundation bronzer and you can like really tell. I feel like I still look like a ghost. Thank you, lighting. Okay. Then I am going to go in with the Real Techniques blush brush. And I am going to be taking the Kylie Cosmetics X rated blush. Tell me that's not beautiful. Definitely used it. Beautiful. It's perfect. You can just put this on, this baby on and on and on, and it shows up, but it doesn't. I don't know how to explain it. It just gives you that perfect, like, kissed look on the cheeks. Alrighty. Now, we are going in with our Anastasia Beverly Hills, Nicole Guerriero. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to go in with Glow Getter. And I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills A23. Look at that. Can't even see it, to be honest. I was going to invest in the Kilowatt by Fenty, but I heard it's not totally great for the fair complexions. Oh, look at that glow. And I was kind of upset because I love to glow. To glow. I like to dip in my glow. And, you know, I'm not one of those lighter complexion girls that are scared of the glow. I'm not scared of the glow in any way. Put it on the arch of the brow. You just want to put it on the arch. You don't want to bring it all the way in. You don't want to bring it all the way in here. You don't want to bring it all the way out. Just the arch that highlights that brow bone. Especially for those of us whose brows like to come down farther than they really should. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Crayon in Blaquer. And I'm going to put it under the top waterline because, if you can tell, I didn't put on any top eyeliner because I put on the falsies. And with this look, you don't really have to put on eyeliner. But if you are a have to have eyeliner all the time type of person, girl, go for it. Put on that wing, put on that blended out eyeliner, whatever you feel like. And I'm going to open up my eyes a little bit with this Fake Awake by Tarte on the bottom waterline. It's sort of flesh toned, so it really opens up the eyes. Especially for those of us with smaller eyes. On those days where we just aren't fully awake. And I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. And I'm just going to space up those brows and keep them in place now that we have all of our powders and foundations on and in place. Okay. Then I'm going in with some MAC Fix Plus to set my face. I'm sorry. Because this is more of a matte, you can go ahead and leave it that way if you like. I personally like more of a dewy. If I wanted it to be more of a matte day, that's fine. I like more of dew. I like it to be more dewy. So I'm going to go in with the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And because the Dewy Skin Mist, I'm going to say this right. Make sure I read the back first. I'm pretty sure it does. It does have a bit of oil in it, if I'm correct. So I put this on, and then I'm going to put it on my bottom mascara. Because otherwise, it will come off on the bottom. And we don't want that. And for the bottom lashes, I like to use Max Extended Play Giga Black Lash. Look at that little spoolie. It is perfect for the bottom lashes. So to finish this look off, I have recently been loving these Anastasia Beverly Hills. Man, I have been saying that a lot in this video, I feel like. New matte lipsticks. Well, they're not new, but they're new to me. Matte lipsticks. And I'm going to use Latte. Because I love it a latte. Check this out. Okay, and that is our fall look. If you like it, subscribe down below, leave comments, tell your friends, subscribe, and I will be putting up more videos, and you can follow me on my other social media channels. Alright, I'll see you next time.